welcome back to English lesson with me, Mrs. Devi. And this material is for grade 8 junior high school up to Arut Selatan. What will we learn today? Let's get started. Now, I would like to tell you about obligation, prohibition, and suggestion. What is obligation? What is prohibition? And what is suggestion? Okay, now please watch this video till the end. Anyway, for the basic competencies, 3.3, applying social function, generic structure, and language feature of oral and written transactional interaction text involving the act of giving and asking information related to obligation, prohibition, and suggestion. And for the basic competency for 4.3, making very short and simple oral and written transactional interaction text involving the act of giving and asking for information related to obligation, prohibition, and suggestion. What are the learning objectives? Well, by learning this material, the students are expected to be able to identify the meaning and use of obligation, prohibition, and suggestion expression, analyze the sentence structure and language feature of obligation, prohibition, and suggestion expression, identify the appropriate responses of obligation, prohibition, and suggestion expression, make simple and short transactional text of obligation, prohibition, and suggestion. And the last one, practice the dialogues related to obligation, prohibition, and suggestion expression. Jadi tujuan pembelajaran dengan mempelajari video ini adalah diharapkan para siswa mampu untuk mengidentifikasi arti dan kegunaan dari ekspresi keharusan, larangan, dan himbauan. Kemudian menganalisis struktur kalimat, kemudian mengidentifikasi respon yang sesuai, membuat teks transaksional sederhana dan singkat tentang keharusan, larangan, dan himbauan, serta mempraktekkan dialog yang berhubungan dengan keharusan, larangan, dan himbauan. Now, look at the pictures. Have you ever seen these signs? Or have you ever seen these pictures? Now look, the first one. There is a sign with the word stop. If you see this sign, means you must stop. Jadi, kalau kalian melihat rambu ini, kalian diminta untuk berhenti. Atau kalian harus berhenti. And then, in school or at schools, there will be school rules. Kalau di sekolah, pasti ada peraturan sekolah ya. Coba sebutkan, can you mention the example of your school rules? For example, the students must wear school uniform. Para siswa harus menggunakan seragam sekolah. Okay, and now go to the notice. All visitors must register at office. You can find these sentences or this expression at office. Jadi semua pengunjung harus registrasi atau mendaftarkan diri di kantor ya. And now look at the next picture or the next sign. Healthy food is better than junk food. It means that you must eat healthy food. Kalian harus makan makanan yang sehat. From these pictures or this sign, actually, what will you learn today? Sebenarnya apa yang akan kalian pelajari hari ini? Well, anyway, there are 3 discussions about obligation, prohibition, and suggestion. And we would like to start from the first one, that is obligation. What is obligation? Look here. Obligation is the state of being forced to do something because it is your duty or because of a law, or something which you must do because you have promised because of a law. In a simple way, jadi obligation itu dalam bahasa Indonesia artinya keharusan. Jadi keharusan ini adalah suatu keadaan atau kondisi di mana kalian dipaksa untuk melakukan sesuatu karena hal tersebut merupakan tugas kalian atau karena adanya peraturan. Ya. So we call it as obligation. Well, now we are in COVID-19 pandemic. And I would like to tell you about how to stop coronavirus disease 19 spreading. Bagaimana sih cara menghentikan penyebaran virus corona? Look, number 1. We must stay at home. Kita harus tinggal di rumah. 2. We must wash our hands with soap and running water. Kita harus mencuci tangan dengan sabun dan air yang mengalir. 3. We must wear mask. Kita harus memakai masker. Number 4. We must do physical distancing. Kita harus melakukan jaga jarak, ya. And number 5, we must take vitamin and eat nutritious food. Kita harus minum vitamin dan makan makanan yang bernutrisi atau bergizi. Now look at the sentences number 1 until 5. This one, the word must always appear in the first until 5th sentences. Why? Yep, because the word must is used to express obligation. Jadi kata must digunakan untuk mengungkapkan keharusan. There are other expressions, to express obligation. The first one, you must come on time. Kalian harus datang tepat waktu. Number 2, all students have to attend the class at 7 a.m. Seluruh siswa harus datang atau hadir di kelas jam 7 pagi. The next one, it is my responsibility to clean up the table. Ini adalah tanggung jawabku untuk membersihkan meja. Number 4, she has to finish her homework. Dia harus menyelesaikan PR-nya. And the last one, it is necessary to drink milk. Perlu loh untuk minum susu. So, there are some obligation expression. And how to respond? Terus gimana cara meresponnya? You can say, you're right. Kamu betul. Or you can say, sure, let's do it. Tentu saja. Yuk kita lakukan. Or the last one, that's true. Ya, benar. Okay. So now, look here. I had dialogue. Okay. There is a mom with her son. Ada ibu dengan anak laki-lakinya. You look so busy. Yes, I must finish my homework on time, Mom. You must be serious. Thank you, Mom. Nah, dari dialog ini, can you find obligation expression? Bisakah kalian temukan ungkapan dari obligation di sini, di dalam dialog ini? Coba yang mana ya? Which one? Yes, that's true. This one. The first one is you must be serious. You must be serious. Okay? And the second one here, I must finish my homework on time. I must finish my homework on time. Jadi muncul ada kata must be dengan ada kata must. Apa bedanya? Yuk kita cari tahu. In English sentence, there are 2 types of English sentences. The first one, we call it as verbal sentence. Verbal sentence adalah kalimat di mana di dalam kalimat yang kalian gunakan atau kalian buat itu mengandung verb. Verb itu apa? Verb itu adalah kata kerja. Can you give me example of verb? Bisakah kalian memberikan saya contoh kata kerja? Yes, seperti makan, minum, belajar, berlari, berjalan, bekerja adalah contoh dari kata kerja. Okay? Jadi, if in your sentence, di dalam kalimat kalian terdapat kata kerja, maka disebut dengan verbal sentence. So, how to construct obligation sentence? Look here. The first one, you must write the subject. yang pertama kalian harus tulis subjeknya dulu. Subjek adalah pelakunya. Bisa I, saya, you, kamu, we, kita atau kami, they, mereka, he, dia laki-laki, she, dia perempuan, and it, dia, tetapi bukan untuk merujuk ke manusia. After you write the subject, setelah kalian menulis subjeknya, you must write must. Kalian harus gunakan model must atau or have to or has to. Mereka bertiga ini kalau dalam bahasa Indonesia artinya sama, yaitu harus. Tapi sebenarnya mereka punya meaning yang berbeda. They have different meaning. Kalau must, itu berarti keharusan yang muncul dari dalam diri kalian. Comes from yourself. Tapi kalau have to atau has to adalah keharusan yang muncul karena dorongan orang lain. Ya. Nah, setelah after you write must, have to, or has to, it must be followed by verb 1. Harus diikuti kata kerja pertama. So, if you want to write belajar, tulis saja study. Karena bentuk dasarnya study. Jadi nggak perlu kalian tulis studying atau mungkin studies. No, you just write study because after you use must, have to, and has to, they must be followed by verb 1. Mereka semua ini harus diikuti kata kerja pertama. After you decide or you write the verb, boleh pakai objek, boleh tidak. It depends on your sentence, tergantung kalimat kalian. Bisa menggunakan objek atau complement. Complement itu apa, Miss? Complement itu seperti pelengkap. Jadi bisa seperti keterangan waktu, keterangan tempat, keterangan cara, dan lain-lain. And now look at the example. Lihat contohnya. I must finish my homework on time. I sebagai subjek, must, ya, must, and then finish sebagai kata kerja, verb, my homework adalah objeknya, and on time. On time ini adalah keterangan waktu, masuk ke dalam complement. And now look here. Kapan kita harus pakai have to dan kapan kita harus pakai has to? Now look, if you want to use have to, berarti subjeknya hanya boleh I, saya, you, kamu atau kalian, we, kita atau kami, and then they, mereka. Atau nama orang yang lebih dari satu. For example, Budi and Siti. Nah, berarti Budi and Siti have to, karena subjeknya dua orang. Bisa lebih dari satu orang ya. It can be more than one subject. And for has to, dan untuk has to, itu digunakan untuk siapa, Miss? It can be used for he, dia laki-laki, she, dia perempuan, dan it. Okay? So, you must remember, if you want to use have to, berarti subjeknya I, you, we, they. Sedangkan kalau has to, kalian bisa menggunakan he, she, it, atau nama orang yang jumlahnya satu. And now, kalau tadi ada verbal sentence, yang kedua adalah nominal sentence. What is the difference from nominal sentence and verbal sentence? Apa bedanya? Kalau verbal sentence berarti di dalam kalimat kalian ada kata kerja. But for nominal sentence artinya di dalam kalimat yang akan kalian buat no verb atau tidak ada kata kerja. Terus adanya apa, Miss? It can be adjective, kata sifat, or it can be noun, kata benda, or it can be adverb, atau bisa juga kata keterangan. And now look here, I have a sentence. You must be serious. You as the subject, must be, ya, modelnya must be, and then we use serious. Serious itu bukan kata kerja loh, serious itu kata sifat. Makanya kalau kalian menggunakan kata sifat, berarti must-nya harus ditambah dengan be. So, in English, we say, you must be serious. Kamu harus serius. Okay, next. These are other examples. Look at the picture. There is a girl or a woman holding toothbrush, yeah, because she is brushing her teeth. And then I make sentence. She must brush her teeth. Or she has to brush her teeth. And now look at the second picture. There is a man. The man looks so happy, ya. And then we make the sentence, he must be happy. Kenapa ada be di sini? Karena happy bukan kata kerja. Happy adalah kata sifat yang berarti senang. Jadi ingat ya, kalau verbal sentence kalian gunakan kata kerja, kalau nominal sentence kalian tidak menggunakan kata kerja. Okay? The next one. Have you ever seen these signs? Coba kalian lihat. Pernah nggak kalian lihat rambu-rambu ini atau tanda-tanda ini? The first sign. Ada animal, there's an animal. Kemudian ada yang sedang feeding atau memberi makan. Tapi di sini dicoret. Berarti boleh nggak ya? Yes, kalau rambunya dicoret, it means you are not allowed to feed the animal. Jadi kalian ini tidak diperbolehkan untuk memberi makan hewan. Biasanya, usually, you can find this sign in the zoo. Kalian bisa menemukannya di kebun binatang. And look at the second one. Ada tulisan atau huruf P. P, it means parking or park atau parkir. Tapi dicoret. Jadi, you must not park here. Kamu tidak boleh parkir di sini. And the last one. Ada orang sedang throwing the rubbish, membuang sampah, tapi dicoret, artinya tidak boleh membuang sampah di tempat tersebut. So, kita mau bahas materi apa ya? Well, yes, we are going to talk about prohibition. Prohibition in bahasa Indonesia means larangan, ya. Prohibition is an expression to warn other people not to do something. Jadi, prohibition ini adalah ungkapan untuk memperingatkan orang lain untuk tidak melakukan sesuatu. Okay? Remember, it's different from obligation. Kalau obligation keharusan, kalau prohibition justru larangan. Okay, I have 3 sentences here. You must not touch someone. You must not touch someone. Kalian atau kamu tidak boleh menyentuh seseorang. Number 2, you are not allowed to go out. You are not allowed to go out. Kalian tidak diperbolehkan untuk keluar. Number 3, it is forbidden to take off the mask. Dilarang untuk melepas masker. Now look the red sign here. Must not, are not allowed, is forbidden adalah kata yang mengidentifikasi bahwa kalimat tersebut mengandung unsur prohibition atau larangan. And then, how about the responses? You can say, oh, sorry, or that's right. Gitu ya. Now, I have a dialogue here. There are 2 women, or 2 girls here. What's wrong with you? I got flu. Oh, you must not drink ice. Yes, that's right. You must not be here. Yes, let's go home. Nah, from this dialogue, can you find prohibition? Can you find the prohibition expression here? Good. This one. You must not drink ice. Kamu tidak boleh minum es. And the second, you must not be here. Kamu tidak boleh ada di sini. Jadi, you must not drink ice and you must not be here are the examples of prohibition. Adalah contoh dari prohibition. Itu ya. So now how to construct prohibition sentence? For verbal sentence, bedanya kalau obligation itu menggunakan must. Kalau prohibition, kalian harus gunakan kata must not yang artinya tidak boleh. Ya. Jadi kalau kalimat you must not drink ice, you sebagai subjek and then use must not because this is prohibition. Kemudian ada drink. Drink itu verb 1, kata kerja 1, ya. And the object is ice. So for prohibition, the example is, you must not drink ice. Well, for must not, ya, untuk must not sendiri, kalau mau disingkat menjadi mustn't. Jadi bisa juga loh kalian bilang, you mustn't drink ice. You mustn't drink ice. Gitu ya. And the next one for nominal sentence. It's almost similar to obligation. But remember, if you want to make prohibition sentence, you must write the word not. Not. Okay? And the example here, you must not be here. You must not be here. You as the subject using must not. And because here, karena kata here bukan kata kerja, here artinya di sini. Dan itu merupakan adverb of place, keterangan tempat, maka gunakan kata be. Ya, you must use the word be. So, it becomes, you must not be here. Kamu tidak boleh ada di sini. Do you get it? I hope so. Okay, and these are other examples. Look at the man here. He looks so sad. He cries. And then you said, you must not be sad. Kamu nggak boleh sedih. Ya, you must not be sad. Kemudian, ini ada laki-laki yang sedang tertidur lagi belajar. Kemudian ada sentence, you must not sleep in the classroom. Kamu tidak boleh tidur di dalam kelas. Oke? So, sad di sini adalah kata sifat, maka kita gunakan be. Sedangkan sleep is the verb. Sleep itu kata kerja, artinya tidur. Maka kita tidak memerlukan kata be di sini. The last one is suggestion. Apa tadi suggestion? Suggestion dalam bahasa Indonesia means himbauan atau saran. So, suggestion is an expression to introduce or propose an idea or a plan for consideration. Jadi, suggestion ini adalah ungkapan untuk memberikan ide atau sebuah rencana sebagai bahan pertimbangan. Ya. Now look, when you see someone works very hard, ketika kalian melihat seseorang kerja keras banget and then look so tired, kalian kasih himbauan atau saran. By saying, for example, you should take a rest. You should take a rest. Kamu seharusnya istirahat. And when you see your friend, for example, your friend is not feeling well, so you give suggestion. Kemudian kalian kasih saran atau himbauan. You should see the doctor. You should see the doctor. Kamu seharusnya pergi ke dokter. Atau kamu sebaiknya pergi ke dokter. Okay? And now here, there's another example for nominal. You should be on time. On time di sini adalah keterangan waktu. Jadi kalian harus gunakan kata be. Karena on time bukan kata kerja. On time adalah kata keterangan waktu. You should be on time. Kamu seharusnya tepat waktu atau kamu sebaiknya tepat waktu. Itu ya. And here is the way to construct suggestion sentence. Using subject, should, verb 1, object or complement. I should take a rest. I sebagai subject, and then should, and then take a rest as the verb. Miss, kok nggak ada objek atau complement? Objek dengan complement boleh ada, boleh tidak ya, tergantung kalimat yang ingin kalian buat. And then, how about the nominal? Ya, kalau nominal, tidak pakai kata kerja. Boleh pakai adjective, kata sifat, noun, kata benda, adverb, kata keterangan. So, for example, you should be on time. Kamu seharusnya tepat waktu. Karena on time di sini adalah kata keterangan waktu, bukan kata kerja. Maka kita gunakan be. Okay? Do you get it? I hope so. And now look at the dialogue example. Lihat contoh dialognya. Ada perempuan lagi bawa buku banyak banget. Kemudian ada temannya datang. You should use the trolley. Kamu seharusnya menggunakan trolley. Yes, you are right. Iya, kamu benar. So, you should be careful. Ya, kamu seharusnya hati-hati, sebaiknya hati-hati. Dan perempuannya bilang, thank you. Can you find the expression of suggestion? Mana yo yang merupakan ungkapan himbauan? Ya, betul, good. You should use the trolley and you should be careful. Careful di sini artinya hati-hati dan dia termasuk kata sifat. Makanya menggunakan kata be. Okay? And here are other suggestion expression. Ini cara lain untuk memberikan himbauan atau saran. First, you should wash the dishes after eating. Kamu seharusnya atau sebaiknya mencuci piring setelah makan. And the second, why don't you send a file via email? Kenapa kamu tidak mengirim filenya menggunakan email atau melalui email? And number three, how about attending the birthday party? Bagaimana kalau menghadiri pesta ulang tahun? So, these three sentences become suggestion expression. Jadi bisa menjadi ungkapan himbauan atau saran. Well, now it's time for exercise. Okay, students, after you listen to my explanation and then watch the illustration in this video, now it's time for exercise. Are you ready? Okay, there are two exercises. Exercise 1, write 5 short dialogues based on these pictures. Tadi di penjelasan sebelumnya, Miss Devi sudah berikan contoh dari dialog. Dialognya cukup saja kalian buat A, B, gitu ya. So now look, number 1. Kalian harus membuat obligation dengan kata atau dengan gambar stop with this picture, stop. And number 2, you must make short dialogue about prohibition and look at the picture. And number 3, you must make dialogue about suggestion. And now look, there is a man or a boy holding apples. Yeah, so you can make your own short dialogues based on your creativity. Okay, and number 4, it's obligation. And if you see the picture, there is a woman wearing a mask. Kalian bisa membuat short dialogue dengan gambar ini. And the last one is prohibition. And the picture is, there is a cigarette, tapi ada tanda silangnya ya, atau tanda dilarangnya. So you must make 5 short dialogues. Okay? You can look again at my previous explanation dari contoh dialog yang sudah Miss Devi tunjukkan. That's for the exercise 1. And how about exercise 2? Bagaimana dengan latihan yang kedua? After you make the sentences or the dialogue in exercise 1, you must read. Ya, jadi setelah kalian membuat kalimat atau dialog tadi di exercise 1, kalian harus baca kalimat atau dialognya. Kemudian you must record, harus direkam sambil membaca. Then send the video to Google Classroom or WhatsApp group. Jadi jangan lupa dikirim ya melalui Google Classroom atau grup WhatsApp. Okay? And after you send your video, the feedback will be shared in Google Classroom and WhatsApp group. Stevie akan memberikan umpan balik terhadap tugas yang sudah kalian kerjakan melalui Google Classroom dan grup WA. Okay, so if you have any question related about obligation, prohibition, and suggestion, you can ask me via Google Classroom, or maybe you can text in the group, in WhatsApp group, or maybe you can text me personally. I hope after you learn about obligation, prohibition, and suggestion, kalian bisa tahu bagaimana sih cara untuk mengungkapkan sebuah keharusan, sebuah larangan, atau memberikan sebuah himbauan. You must learn it, and then kalau kalian bisa, you can practice ya di kehidupan kalian sendiri dengan memberikan contoh keharusan, kemudian larangan, dan himbauan. Okay? Well, thank you so much for listening to my explanation. Thank you for your attention. We will meet again in the next video. Goodbye everyone. Thank you. See you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.